Hello, hello. My name is Dakota Koontz. I am the director of marketing at a software company, and I am a professional coach, and I own my own coaching practice. What I'm going to be talking about today is feeling really gross and icky and like nasty when it comes to trying to schedule connect calls. Why you're feeling like that, and what you can do now that would make a difference for that. So, this is again for coaches who feel weird, they feel pushy, they feel manipulative when trying to either being on a connect call or trying to schedule connect calls. Especially if you're trying to get or steer the conversation to a discovery call. You care about people, you love coaching. You love coaching, you love serving, you love making a difference in people's lives. Yet connecting with people and trying to get time on the calendar and all this stuff, there's just like these mental gymnastics. Trying to find openings, trying to pitch. It's just like, ugh. I hate that side of things. I wish the clients would just show up. So that's what we're talking about today. Again, my name is Dakota Koontz. I currently have an annual run rate of $20,000 for my coaching practice. So every time that I was looking to schedule a connect call, like I had time on my calendar where I was performing outreach, I would sit here for it was an hour-long block or an hour and a half long block, and 30 to 45 minutes was me just like psyching myself up to being like, all right, it's okay, we're gonna do it, it's gonna be great. And like I just felt icky and like a salesman and like all this shit. And here's the thing, there's nothing wrong with salesmen. I'm a fucking director of marketing. Like, I sell and I love selling, but when it comes to selling coaching, it was like, or like connect calls, I just felt like disgusting. So I told myself that I was just trying to connect with people, but deep down, really what was going on is I was lying to myself. I was trying to find a problem, something that I heard that would be an entry point for a discovery call. I would be listening for something wrong with them that I could help with, or listening for them being stuck or like frustrated enough that I could invite them to a coaching session. And it was miserable. And it was miserable being on the connect call, and then it was miserable scheduling the connect calls. It was all just like ickiness, okay? So what happened and what changed things was there was a session on Path to Pro where Townsend asked a very pointed question at somebody and said, what has to happen in a connect call in order for you to be able to ask them for a discovery call? And that person said, well, I need to find a problem. I need to find something that I can assist them with so that we can schedule it. That right there was the problem. Okay? That was the issue. Now, here's my definition of a connect call, and I had heard this in the past, but I want you to hear it with fresh ears right now. The purpose of a connect call is just to connect. That's it. No listening for pain points. No trying to steer anybody anywhere. Just a genuine conversation. Just like you're at a bar or at a coffee shop. Okay? Now, a discovery call, this is my definition. Time on the calendar where we both get to reflect. It's not a coaching session, but I'm going to be asking questions, and the individual is going to be thinking about their life. We discover together what's going on and what they might want. Now, a minute ago I just said where we both reflect. I'm not reflecting, the client's reflecting. Anyway, the purpose of a discovery call is discover what's going on together. There we are. So, at the 17 minutes on a 20-minute call, I pose a question. Or at 25 minutes of a 30-minute call, I'll pose a question. Hey, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I'm a professional coach, and something that I offer is time on the calendar. Usually it's about 45 minutes where we sit down and I'll ask you questions. The whole purpose is a time and space for you to reflect. Life is loud. There's work, there's kids, there's social media. Everybody's trying to pull your attention. And it's easy to go weeks, months without ever checking in with yourself. How am I really doing? What do I want? Am I on track for what I want right now? What's really important to me? So what I'm offering you is just a time and a container, a space for you to really look at your life and kind of take stock of things. And I'm going to be asking you questions. Now, these questions aren't magic questions. Honestly, they're questions that you could probably ask yourself. But it's a dedicated space where we literally do nothing else. Is that something that you're open to? And it's either a yes or a no. If it's a yes, I'll be like, beautiful. Now, to prepare for that call, what I like to do is I like to offer some exercises for you to do in advance to make sure that your mind's right and that we get the most out of the time. So what I like to do is I'd like to offer some journaling prompts. And we'll create an agreement that you'll put X amount of time to journal. It's an hour. And you can reflect on some questions. And again, just think about your life so that when we talk about it, you really have a lot to say. Does that work for you? Are you open to doing that? And they'll either say yes or no. Now, the questions that I like to ask are, what is your current, or what is the destination? What is your destination? Meaning, where are they trying to get to? What is their current location? Where are they at right now? And then what is in the way? What is blocking them? And I like to break what's blocking them down into two categories. What's true about them that's blocking them, or what's true about the world that's blocking them? And they'll do some journaling. But as a result of that, no matter what happens in the Connect call, I always ask if they want to do a discovery call. Always. Or maybe I don't and I'm like, it's not right. It doesn't really feel like it. Maybe let's schedule another Connect call and I can ask then, whatever. But there's no pitch. There's no trying to find pain and misery. There's no strategy. It's like, this is what I do. And it's just so much, the pressure's gone. I remember right after that, I did this technique with someone, this approach, and at the end of the call, he was like, thank you so much, Dakota. I'm so excited for this. This is going to be awesome. And I just was like, what the fuck? Like, it was that easy. And yeah, so I hope you have a lovely day. Thanks for watching, and you're doing a great job. Sending love.